Hi guys, this is Ravi from Aster, and today I'll be showing you the new version of Astra that's soon to be released in June 2023, and it's currently in internal testing to testers like me as well as support and the dealers. So let's get started. I've already installed the new version available for us to download, and here we go. So when you run the Astra for the first time after installing, you will see the Astra logo show up here, and different version of Astra, that's white label version, will have different logos. And this is the Astra new UI. This is UI 2.0. So this has been completely rewritten so that it's much simpler than before. And let's get started. So first of all, we have here general settings, and in this we have combined few of the settings that were available in workplace settings as well as from extended settings and so on. So you'll notice that Windows settings, this proxy, device manager, and network connection, which were in workplace settings and were available through right click on the system image, is now on Windows settings, and you can click here proxy, device manager, and here, and the functionalities is same as before. It has not changed. Now what's changed is Astra settings, and these three options are same as before, and we have an additional option. This option will add a background image, Astra wallpaper, on the lock screen when you log off your workplace or when you lock the workplace. So similarly, we have the language as before, and a lot of languages have been added, and interface style and color schemes are new to this. Although we used to have it, it was not available. So interface style and color scheme are new to this, and interface we have Windows Vista, Windows, and Fusion. I'll show you. Windows has typical Windows XP, Windows 7 Classic 5 styling, and Fusion is slightly modern, which is similar to Windows Vista as default themes. So moving on, let's keep it to Windows Vista. And color scheme system, this is system default, and for other also the default is same. And when you choose a different color scheme, it changes similarly. So if I choose here night, it will be night for Fusion. Similarly, if I choose next, it's going to be similarly changed. Now let me keep it to Windows Vista and choose different things. So you may have noticed Combinera, Darkium, IOBits, Firewall, Signet, and Today. These are external external color scheme added to the Astra control, and I'll show you how it was added and where to get it from. Let's apply it, Combinera, and as you can see, the color scheme and theme has changed a bit. If we change the interface style, it will also change quite a bit. So similarly, Darkium, you can see different IOBit and so on. So all this is done by adding QSS file, which is qt.css, to Astra skins folder. And as you can see here, these all are added by myself while doing testing. So you may wonder where to get it. You can edit one of you can make a copy of one of these QSS file already and make changes. The changes are similar, just the name is QSS. Other than that, everything else is same as CSS file that you create. And these I got it from an online website, and let me show you. QSS starts. As you can see, DevSec Studio QSS stock Qt styles are template. You can go here and you can download many of the style set templates that are available on the website. So I downloaded some of them from here, and those are here Darkium. I downloaded it. Sign8, IOPit, Spybot. These were all downloaded from this website, and you can download it also. And if you like these files, you can support the creators of these files, or you can create your own. So let's get back to Astra. Let me change it to system default. So what other changes have been made? So previously we used to have run Astra workplaces buttons and disable Astra buttons. Disable Astra was on the left side, and now it has been changed to the right side. Run Astra workplaces to the left side. So similarly, Astra activation settings, this used to be in About tab, register button. After clicking the register button, it would open the activations tab, activation dialog. Now it is here, and if you click on register, it will open the Astra activation dialog. This has also been rewritten so that it's much easier to access. Now previously we used to have deactivation tab separate. Now it has been added as an option under choose most suitable variant, and if you choose deactivate licenses, it will open license transfer window, and you will have a list of licenses that are activated on the system. Once you check the checkbox next to the license and enter the email and choose one of these three options, and do note that only if you are experiencing, or you are going to deactivate, or you are going to move the Astra license to another, or you want to change the Windows to another hard disk, or you are going to replace your motherboard or CPU or the system hard disk. So only in these three cases that you need to deactivate the licenses. And if you have any other issues, then it can be resolved by sending a technical support request to us. And description is sorry, same as before, doing the description. And what's new in Aster 2.50 is that the deactivation procedure has been completely changed. And in previous version 2.31 and older, you would get a new license to replace the old license that you have deactivated. But starting 2.50, you will not get a new license. Instead, the license that you already have will get reset, so that that same license key will be able to be used on the system or another system after upgrading hardware or on a new system. So do keep in mind that. Similarly, starting with Astra 2.5.0, there is a limit for Astra deactivation, and that is 4 deactivation per year. I know the license is lifetime, so why the limitation? This is to prevent misuse of deactivation. Sometimes customers can send for deactivation request even though they are just reinstalling the Windows, and this limitation will help resolve that in some capacity. Anyways, let's move on. And also the message is here written here: the number of yearly deactivation is limited, and under your license you will get allowed transfer. Here will be 4. Perform transfer means how many transfers you have done or reset you have done, and transfer left will show how many you have left. So if you have already performed 4, the transfer left will be 0, and you won't be able to deactivate. In that case, you have to send us a support request so that we can process the deactivation manually. So moving on, Astra activation is like before. You have to enter the 25-digit license along with the hyphen and press activate, and it will activate the license. Similarly, activate additional trial workplaces. This is for those users who want to test additional workplaces without purchasing the license first, to see if the workplace will work stably or not. So this option is only available once on the system, and you have to choose it rightly. Or furthermore, if you require if you require additional trial license, let's say you want to try 4 workplaces when you only have 2 workplaces and you have already used up your trial workplaces, then send us an email requesting us to provide a trial license so that you can try the additional 2 licenses before purchasing, and we will comply. Okay, so let's move on. Check activation IDs on this PC is similar to before. It will show you a list of licenses that are activated on this PC, and you can also save them to a text file when you need it. So let's move on to the workplaces, which has the most changes been done. So workplaces tab, you may have noticed that the window extended a little bit. This is how it was designed, and you will notice that a lot of changes have been made. So there is no longer system image under the system button, and you will see some hardware here, and the hardware that are outside of the shared devices will be by default in spare. And if you want to share it, then you can just simply workplace appointment like this, you can share it, or any workplace. If you do to none, then it will be in spares. So like before, assigning hardware or assigning devices is same as before, just drag and drop. And some of the new ways that have been added is right click on and then workplace appointment. As I showed before, it is similar to that, but if you right click on a USB, this is USB 2.0 hub icon. If you USB 3.0 hub icon, if you right click on it and choose indicate connected devices, and then it will as you can see, it will highlight all the devices that are connected to this USB hub. This will be very useful to those who are assigning USB hubs to workplaces, and or you want to just remove the USB hub from one of the workplaces and put it in spares, while still assigning all the devices from that USB hub to a particular workplace. This will be really useful. One more additional option that have been added here is right click on webcam icon and choose show workplace video, and it will show you a video here. Right now it's showing black because I'm using my webcam on OBS. Let me close OBS video capture and then try again. One moment. Yeah, as you can see here, the webcam output is being displayed here. So this is very useful when you are assigning multiple webcams to workplaces and want to see which webcam is assigned to which workplace. Let me enable the camera again. So moving on, most of the options that were available on right click on system image have been changed to this hamburger button, and much like before, the options are same, just the icons have been changed to modern. The icon have been modernized. Similarly, on the workplaces side, if you click on the name of the workplace, then you'll be able to edit the name. Let me change it to something different. My name. Okay, so again. Oh, strange, it seems to be not working. Okay. The reason it's not working is Astra is already enabled. This will only be available to edit when the workplace, sorry, the Astra is disabled. You may have also noticed that these two are not started. I have set the Astra to manually start, so they will only start when I click the run Astra workplaces button, which I'm not going to do right now. And these two monitors, you may have also noticed, they don't have keyboard and mouse, and these are virtual monitors that I'm testing with, as I don't have physical monitor connected to it. And you may refer to some of my previous videos about how to set up Astra workplaces using virtual monitors. So have a look at those videos. Moving on, if you click on the hamburger icon on each of the workplaces, you will see 5 options. Force relogin is option that is available when Astra is enabled, and this will force relogin the workplace. This option used to be available in general settings on the workplace column. Now it's been moved to the hamburger button on each workplaces. Assign CPU core is same as before. Instead of having it on blank space, right click on blank space, it is now in the hamburger icon. Edit user login is same as before, it has not changed. Layout slightly layout have been changed, but everything is same. Assign IP address, slightly the description for the IP address assignment has been updated. Previously it was just a few lines. Give a good read and you will understand how the IP binding works. And add to list, like before, you can choose a program and add it to the list. Okay, sorry, it was already added, just it was not showing properly. We remove this folder. So when you assign an IP address to this workplace, so these two application will use that IP by default. Now let me remove these, as I don't want to limit them with a certain IP. Similarly, when you have a lot of workplaces, the number of workplaces, sorry, if you have 4 more workplaces, then the workplaces will go under here and it will be shared. For the additionally, on the workplaces tab, you will notice few options, different options than before. This one will increase the duration of the device indication when you connect a new device, or right click on choose indicate this device, and so on. And if you check show shared devices and click OK, it will ask to close Aster once and then open again, and you will notice something different in the workplaces tab, and I'll show you one moment. And under each of the workplaces, you will see hidden shared devices. This is the devices that are shared here, and by default this is hidden so that it doesn't take up much space. And if you have 4 less workplaces, then this would not cause any issue. But if you have more than 4 workplaces, then it will make the workplace devices scrollable, and there will be 2 buttons here, up and down arrow, which you can use to scroll the device indications. Similarly, you choose distribute workplace evenly, then it will distribute the workplaces evenly distribute the space available evenly between the workplaces. Let me remove the hidden workplaces option. Okay. And another option is adjust device icon size. This is checked by default. If you uncheck it, the icon sizes will be slightly larger than that you saw earlier. This is for those computers which have a very high resolution and let's say 4K screen, and then this will be easier to see when you have higher screen resolution screens. Let me change it back how it was. And earlier, as I mentioned, if you had more workplaces, then you go under, and this is how it show up as. Previously, you used to have side by side, and only when you had more than 6 or 7, then it would go down, and then it would be scrollable here. Now there's no scrolling on the workplaces side, but you can scroll on workplace area when there are more devices. So that's something to look forward to. Similarly, so let's move on to about tab. Now about tab hasn't had much change. Previously we used to have the information here displayed here, and now the information is slightly displayed systematically, and it looks quite good. And if you get an error, then the error message will be displayed on this side, this area under the logo. And the support request which used to be on the bottom right corner is in the middle of the UI. And if you click on it, the UI is opened. There's not much change to the support request dialog box. It's same as before, only a few icons have been updated and slightly spacing has been changed. Moving on. Okay, starting with this version, we are also introducing USB licenses, USB dongle licenses. Those are available to be purchased through dealers only. You are not able to purchase it from website directly. And when you do purchase a web USB license, USB dongle license, then you will get a 3-month trial license, as the USB dongle takes time to be delivered from our main company to the dealer's place and from dealers to you. And in order to enable the USB devices, you have to run the garden setup.exe that is available in the Astra installation folder. If you check enable garden licensing, and then once you have connected the USB license and click on display dongle connected, it will show the connected dongle with the license, and once you save, the license will be applied. Since I don't have it currently, let me uncheck it, save and close it. So these are some of the things that have been changed with Astra control, and stay tuned for the release of Astra version 2.5. And for the additionally, we are going to change the name of the home license from home to annual 2, and this is because we are introducing annual 3 and annual 6 license similar to Pro 2, Pro 3, Pro 6, and you will be able to stack the whole annual licenses to create workplaces up to 12 workplaces. So that's a new feature. That's a new way you can create workplaces, and that's about it. So stay tuned for Aster version 2.5 release in June, and release of availability of home license, sorry, annual licenses, annual 2, annual 3, annual 6, as well as USB licenses. Do note, USB licenses are only for 12 workplaces. They are not available for 2, 3, or 6. It's only available for 12 workplaces. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos regarding Aster, and in the next video I'll show you how to assign multiple webcams for video conferencing and or other application. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.